I think we're on here. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. I want to welcome you to ALPOUGH, where we are an adult of our spirit, an adult of our mind, an adult of our thought, an adult of our body, an adult of our emotions, and an adult of our love. And I'm sending love out to you. And welcome. Welcome on this Thursday. A lot has changed since the last time I was on. And I want to tell you what kind of the completion of what has happened here in the last few days. So I'm sitting there thinking, one of the things I want to say here, first and foremost, is to never stop thinking. In this time on where we're at, never, ever stop thinking. This place looks like we're in a labyrinth right now. A labyrinth. A labyrinth. A complicated, irregular network of passages or paths in which it is difficult to find one's way, like a maze. Are we possibly in a maze? Does it seem like we're being laughed at to our faces? And even knocked on the ground. And in this time, it is the time to be brave. It's almost like we're all in a serious crosswalk of the new that's always coming at us. So in this show, we want to make sure that we have the ability to never stop thinking, to look outside of ourselves. And it is now time to be the best person that we possibly can. And so let's start here today and come up with first of all, where are we? Now it appears that the surroundings have changed again. So they consistently keep changing. And this is why it's very hard to recognize, because every single day something major is happening, which doesn't give us time to pause to know our surroundings. Surroundings, the things and conditions around a person or thing. I took up the time to see my surroundings. And so the first thing is we want to go, well, is it true or is it not? Has this world changed? Has it changed? Yes? No? Well, the answer is yes. It has changed. It changed this week. It changed yesterday. It changed today. What is it? Is it expanding? Is the world expanding? Or is it decreasing? I would say yes to both. Are we feeling boxed in? Or feel like we're being painted into a corner? You see, if we're never going to stop thinking, what we're going to do is it puts us in this place where we have to question everything. Everything. Like everything. The most important thing for us to be reasonable, to understand. But have we been being lied to? Are we being lied to? Uh-oh, big nose here. Well, what do they want to do? Looks like they want us just to keep getting drunk and not not thinking about it, or being afraid. But right now, it's a time where we have to help each other, ladies and gentlemen. We want to help each other more than ever now. Even if you don't agree with each other, just remember who we really are. So, are we being limited? And the question is, by what? What is it that we're being limited? Well, creativity. We seem to not be able to be creative anymore. Our very beliefs are being painting into a corner, limiting us. Here's where our beliefs are and our knowledge. The knowledge is being censored. Our beliefs are being censored. And what is the end goal here? Well, it seems like it's division. A division that may have been, but it's new to us in this generation of what we are in now. And the end results of what's going on here is this hate. And this new definition of love. Literally, there is no definition of it anymore. And every change that is being brought upon us has the word love ever been mentioned? Has the place of that we're spiritual beings? Is it even being mentioned? No. No. And so there is this new protocol. There's new protocols going on right now. And what's the new protocols? Censorship. Censorship. And what is going to be the end result? The end result of what this all means to us. The breaking of the spirit. You've heard that expression. I've said it many times here. Break the spirit. Break the mind. Break the thought. Break the emotions. If you know that this is how you train a horse, is you break their spirit. So they do what you say. And that's what's going on here now. Some of you right now, if you're not on here now or you're going to be on here later, you're going to be feeling this. If you are a spiritual being, you can't help but see the caving in of your spirit. And on this platform, this is about expanding the spirit. Your love is your offense, and your love is your defense also. So in the breaking of the spirit comes what's the other one? The breaking up of the family. Have you been feeling your family being broke up? Have you been feeling a division within your own family? That's in mine. A division that you've never experienced before. So in this, and if you want to be a mature being in the spirit, what can we do about this? What can we do in this time? This time. This new time. What are some general suggestions here that I want to give to you that I do in my daily life, that I do every minute of every day? Number one, over communicate. Do you want to under communicate or you want to over communicate? Now, in the media, there's a bombardment of over communication. Both sides bombarding us. Both sides. Every day is different. So they're over communicating with us. And in your relationships, this is the time to over communicate. And this is what I say to everybody that knows me. I'm going to over communicate you. I'm going to bombard you with informations of love. I'm going to tell you so much about Sophia, it's going to make your head spin. Well, what would you rather me do? Not tell you everything? Or tell you more than everything? So, over communicating. Say you love your family more than you normally do. Say it. It's time to overlove. Overlove. You see, what's happening is we're underloving through the division. And it's time to overlove. It's time to overgive. Give more than you ever have. What is this over communicating and over loving and over giving going to do? It's going to open up your eyes. It's going to open up your spirit. The most important thing for each one of us is about protecting the heart, not just yours, but of your loved ones. By us being overgiving, overloving, overcommunicating, so that we know that we're here for each other. That we all are one spirit, no matter what you want to say. You can have all kinds of different religious beliefs, but we are one spirit. We are one cell of the Great Spirit. And so for all of us, as the cell that we are, that we've been created by Mother, the main thing is to be able to protect your heart, to know when to expand it and to bring it in. This is the stealing of our heart. This is the stealing of our love. This is the surroundings of the stealing of our spirits. Which brings up the question here. Are we in the end times? Lots of people have been asking that. Are we in the end times? Is this going to end? Or it's the new times. Could it be both? This is where, as we go forward, we won't know. But again, I'm going to leave it with, we're in new times. And what is that? What's brother against brother right now? Brother against brother. sister against brother, mother against son, son against mom, dad, because of the division. And there's another thing that I'm noticing that is between husband and wife. One of the parties don't want to know what's going on, while the other party wants to know everything that's going on. And it's causing a division amongst married couples. Very much so. What has this pandemic done over the last couple of years? Divorce has skyrocketed. Skyrocketed. Violence has skyrocketed. Everything that we thought was already going on has now expanded more than we could ever imagine. So in these times right here, the most important thing we can do is keep an open mind. An open mind. When we keep an open mind, which brings us back to who we are. Being open to change, but at the same time, we're here to protect our heart at the same time. Your love is a gift. What I'm doing here right now is a gift to you, to give you more knowledge on how to deal with where we are. And I'm here to help you expand the spirit, expanding your spirit. You're in control of your spirit. So I'm calling it ascension. I'm calling it expanding, which is both. But the expanding of the spirit, it's like your love field, but it's also like your force field. Because in the expanding of the spirit will always bring you more awareness of your surroundings. Bringing more about your empathic abilities. The protection within your ability of who you are. Now, if you don't do this, someone will take it away. And that's what's going on right now. We're being attacked of our spiritual energy, of our loving energy. We're in these surroundings. And the difference is right now, though, is Mother Sophia is here now. Right here, right now. In real time. Real time. I ask for the wisdom, and I give the wisdom. I share in the wisdom. She's here in real time. And here's more of her suggestions. Stay in the present. The present is a present, right? Your presence in the present is a present, which means you keep being the present for yourself, right? For yourself. What does that also entail? Staying in the moment. Staying in the moment of who you truly are. And not veering one side or the other. Staying on task. Staying in the moment. Because you're getting bombarded. And the basics of who you are is true love. It's strong spirit, strong mind, strong thought. The gifts that she gives you. Another one. Take it one day at a time. All we get is one day. One day at a time. This will keep you in the present and not living in the past, which when you're not in the moment, you're being constantly put in the past or in the future. And you can look at look at all the bad things that happened to you, or you can look at what you think the bad things are going to happen to you. But if you take it one day at a time, you'll be fine. Another thing, this is from Mother, forgiving each other. Okay? Forgiving the people who've done you harm. It doesn't mean you got to go and tell them you're forgiving them. It may, but it's for you. Because you're the most important person. You are. You're the most important person to Mother. And she wants you to be the best that you are. Because we're all in the same boat. We are. We're all in the same boat. Now, in being the boat, if we're all in the same boat, then we have to balance the boat to stay afloat. We can't be on one side or the other. We have to stay in the middle. Here's another one from Mother. Protect your mind. Protect your mind. I say this every day by being an adult of your mind. Your thoughts. Your thoughts and your mind. Because they are precious. That's how precious they are. You want them in order in your mind. Some thoughts weigh more than others, right? You want to organize your mind. There are many rooms in your mind to put your thoughts. You do not want your thoughts floating around in the top of your mind like birds in the attic, birds in the ceiling. You want to place them somewhere. Because you're precious. And so are you. You're precious. And there's one thing I want to give to you. Is that in all your surroundings, you're precious. And I love you. And so does Mother Sophia. Let's go to some of our comments here. There's Amanda ALPOUGH. Yes, that's me. Welcome. Tracy, know your environment. Sometimes you got to go outside to look at it. Sometimes the inside. You got to sometimes check the rooms. But you must know your environment. Otherwise, your environment will be dictated to you. Oh, yes, it's a change and changing every day. It is in our house. It changes every day. Oh, yes, and they are lying to us about it all. Now, there's some truth mixed in lies. But at the end of the day, if something's a lie, it's a lie, right? Being afraid. Fear is the constant in the changing environment. Exactly. What do they want us? Afraid. Afraid. In fear. Stability in life. We have to tiptoe around everything. That's what it feels like. We're all tiptoeing. Tippy toes. Divide and conquer. That is the goal. That's the new surroundings. Well, it's always been that way, but now it's really very prevalent. Amanda, good point. When was the last time you heard love or soul or spiritual beings on the news? Just tell me, man. When is the last time have we been hearing anything about love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Protect your spirit. We're all in this together. May your soul have peace. None of this is going on. Amanda, thank you for the beautiful sermon. I feel precious. Thank you for telling me I spelled precious wrong. I knew there was supposed to be no S in there. Yes, you're welcome. Sermon is funny. Never quite heard it said like that, but I guess that's right. That's right. You can't let your mind be like a swarm of birds flying wherever they want. We must gently guide our good thoughts to the rooms where they belong, and some bad thoughts we must bury. Some thoughts, if we can let them go, it's great. And there are thoughts we've got to delete. I've talked about this before in helping people. You just got to delete them. I've deleted a lot of thoughts in my mind. Remember, what do computers imitate? Us. Us. And if computers can delete and reset, so can we. So it's okay. Some things you have to just let go. Some things you can't. And so you have to put them in a room, shut the door, and keep moving. You got to go get those birds and put them in the cage where they belong. So I want to thank you today for coming in. It has not been an easy week for all of us. The mystery of change is about us. And we will be talking about these things as we continue to grow. So I want to thank you all for coming in. I want to thank Tracy, Amanda, for your wonderful comments. They really add to the show. Please do not be afraid to put a comment in. It really means a lot. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. Pass this message on to other people. And I just want to thank you for being here. And just know that I'm giving this in the giving of love and in the giving of spirit and in the giving of our hearts so that we all become one and not divided into splinters. We want to be part of the tree trunk. The trunk that's strong with deep roots. And let's keep digging those roots together. ALPOUGH. That's me. And I love you, and so does Mother. And we send love to you. May your spirit grow. May your spirit be strong. Because we're all in this together. I'll see you tomorrow.